this one just says which of these systems is equivalent to this one, basically, which has the same solutions. Well, in all of the cases, well, in the first two cases, I'm sorry, the top equation is the exact same as the bottom one. In this bottom one, however, the first term is multiplied by 2, the second term is multiplied by 2, but the last term is not multiplied by 2. So this is a completely different line. In this case, the top equation is the exact same as the top equation here. And the bottom one is multiplied by 2 here, multiplied by 2 here, and multiplied by 2 here. And we know multiplying every term in a line by 2 actually does nothing to the line. So these two lines here are the exact same lines as these two lines here and clearly have the exact same solution. So the answer is 2. You could check the other ones. In this case, the bottom line is the same, but the top one, we divide the first term by 2 and the second term by 2, but we don't divide the last one by 2. That's going to make this a different line. And here, it looks like we multiplied the top one by 3, which is okay. That's not going to change this line. And then it looks like they tried to multiply this by 2 or something. They multiplied the first one by 2, but unfortunately they multiplied the second one by -2, and the last one by 2. So this is a little inconsistent. Either way, the answer is 2. Number 17 says if f of x is 1/3 x plus 9, which statement's always true? So let's see if I can squeeze these both in here. So, first I did was graph it. So here's f of x is equal to 1/3 x plus 9, has a y-intercept of 9, and it's going up 1/3, up 1/3. So there's the graph. So the first one says, which of the statements is always true? Is the f of x, or the output of the function, always less than 0? Well, obviously not. I mean, even right here, the f of x is at a height of 10. So clearly the graph is not always less than 0 as a height. The next one is the f of x, or the output, always greater than 0? Well, that one looks a little more plausible, at least in our graph. It is above 0, above the x-axis, in all this, what we've graphed here, but clearly as it goes down this way, it's going to eventually dip below the x-axis, making the f of x, or the output, or the height, less than 0. So that's not it either. Choice 3. If x is less than 0, so if we're just dealing to the left of the y-axis, then f of x is always less than 0? Not the case. So here we have when x is less than 0, so we're only looking at this portion of the graph. Is the output always less than 0? Clearly not. Here it's above 0. And the last one is, we're talking about the case where x is greater than 0, so that's to the right of the y-axis. Then is the f of x always going to be greater than 0? That is, the answer there is yes. We're looking at only x greater than 0, right? So we're looking at just this portion of the graph. And is the height of the graph always going to be greater than 0? Yes. It's going to continue moving up, and it's already above the x-axis. So yes, the answer is choice D, or choice 4.